From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And we're off and running from Ford Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Off to the air now. Downfield, and Tislam has it. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down throw from Goff. Trying for St. Brown, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Peyton Wilson. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
Off the play fake. Here's Rodgers. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing to double coverage, odds are against you.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, he called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Third and long. They're going to throw. A throw left side finds Freiermuth. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
First down, Pittsburgh.
319. Wide left.
Trying an inside give to Warren. And they'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Blue 58. Find out. You got 58.
Warren once more. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
319.
Now Rodgers on his 3rd and short. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yeah, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
1st down. Here's Rodgers. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Alex Anzalone with the pick. And the Lions come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Steelers, nothing.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Calvin Austin on the return. Making some progress here. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
First and 10.
All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. Off play action. Here's Rodgers. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Austin makes the grab downfield. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Warren. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
That's another Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Play action here with Rodgers. He rolls to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack. You know, I say this all the time. We get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Third and long for him here. This finds his target. That's Metcalf. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Warren can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Thankfully, not a big loss last play. They're at the 2, second and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
He gets it again. And he's stonewalled by this front right at the 3. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down. They've gone the wrong way twice. Need to make up that distance and more. Here's third and goal. Rodgers will look to throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
They'll go for it. Rodgers. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. And the Lions can't add much to that interception as the return stops at the 5.
Intercepted.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That run right there, that kind of feels like your missed opportunity defensively. Got him backed up, and you played it well enough to contain the run, but you didn't play it well enough to damage the run.
From the gun, Goff. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Throwing is gone. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Fields this at the 19. He gets a pretty nice result there on the punt return to put an end to our first 2 quarters of play. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. On the return, here comes Austin. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
This is Metcalf working that right side. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. 1 play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
1st down, Steelers.
Rodgers going to throw on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. Tackled by Jack Campbell.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 4th down.
And that offense isn't budging. They're going for it. Looking to throw. They connect for the first. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. Warren here from the gun. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down
can say positive about the execution of that play. At least he didn't go backwards.
Rodgers from the gun. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's another Steelers first down.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And it'll be third down coming up after this defense's third sack of the game.
A loss of a yard.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Warren running between the tackles. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
17 yards. And the Steelers first down. 1st and goal, Pittsburgh.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. On the move. Headed right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Looking for a little Warren. The defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. You continue to try running to the gets a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
He'll throw it. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Sailors now on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
While that run may not have moved the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Pickup of 2 here. And that is good for Detroit 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions want to end it in regulation if they can. You've set it downs for them from the 31. On 1st down, it's gone. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
180.
Here he is to throw. 5 Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's good.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 47.
Look to throw it. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Lions have a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes the defender. Oh, he lost the football! And the Steelers get to it. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
This really should be the last place and the last down you expect to fumble on. There's still 2, 3, maybe more to work with. Just take care of the ball. Go down when you're hit and set up for 2nd down.
26, 319.
Back to throw. That's completed right side. Still going inside the 35. And they're going to do it, Brock. They break the tie in the final minute. It's a touchdown. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Rodgers trying to throw for it. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
13. Lions 7.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Sailors now on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Here's Gall. Hits his running back. And he will take this down near the opposing 35-yard line. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Catch is made down the right sideline. And it's a touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On the return, here comes Austin. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Gets it downfield, on target to Metcalf. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's 1st down. Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. Trying to push deep downfield. Just like the last play, Metcalf has it. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game.
Beautiful comeback. Let me make a note of that.
Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
For the two-point conversion.
Hey, 88.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
What we say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now Boswell on to send this away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Goff to the air now. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is 2nd down. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. Oh no, ball's loose. Ball's loose in the end zone. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety.
Well, this one's on tape, so this is great.
So the Steelers take this
Some
on the road.
old.
Well, Brock, we knew they were confident in the lead-up, that they could contend despite the hostile crowd they were going to face today, and boy, did they ever. Once they got going, they showed out, they backed up that confidence, and they leave here with a victory.
Oh, it takes so much work, Kate, so much work, even beyond what people hear about through the week or see in the game itself, to overcome somebody defending their home field. You need to be playing at your highest level, and you need to BYOE, bring your own energy. Whenever you take it on the road and you win one, gosh, it feels so good. What a signature victory.